Let's see how this one goes. Holy. Holy fuck, man. Can't fucking see us at all. What? Oh god. I feel bad now. Nice flash. This is actual hell. 2. What? Dude, getting fucking... Shut the fuck up and gank. still think we should have gotten more mid lane, but I don't know. We haven't gotten any turrets, and then they were way ahead. Well, how? They haven't even touched top. That makes more sense. Man, I am so fucking bad on CS. The fuck is Sivir? I'll take it. We got a fucking dragon finally. Wait! The hell is this fucking damage? It's that damage. Holy fuck, man. even flash or waste any sums there. Whatever. Ooh, she got the last auto off. Nice. What the fuck? Follow up? We can't. Dog, you fucked up. Move on. Nice job. Now I'm just what the fuck happened? What happened? playing so fucking bad. And they're not trying to flame me, I know they aren't. But I would be flaming the fuck out of a guy who's playing like this. But every time we keep fighting, I just keep dying. I need to soak up experience, or I need to soak up. Red trinket. What the f- That could be game. Yeah. Why didn't you just come with me? Just follow me. Ugh. what's up?
Not much. I'm loading the screen.
I'm having a very rough game.
You gonna win?
Probably, but the game is like a giant clown fiesta and I'm playing like shit. Never mind. It may be another... Yeah.
Who are you playing?
Azir. Oh my, that was a lot of damage from... Playing Zaya.
Yep. Sorry, my
No,
volume
that's
turned
good.
up.
I thought it was another game. Oh, you were playing like Halo or something. I was like, huh?
Yeah, they're putting down floor downstairs.
Ah,
Really loud. So I have my volume up.
yeah, I can understand that. Oy.
She has a rift on, but let's go.
She doesn't have fucking. Does she have enough for GA now?
I have an electrocute Sylvana.
It's kind of hot.
I hope that doesn't tilt you when you're in zone. Wait, I also have a Comet Scion.
My game's tilting me enough as it is. I can't even do. God, this game is so fucking hard.
Let's make it hard.
Our Shyvana is super strong, yet every time we're fighting, she seems to suicide in solo. And then we never team fight, and then when we do, I for some reason am starting to play like fucking melee Azir, and it's tilting the fuck at me, and I'm playing terribly. Um, I'm like the lowest level in the game, and I'm a mid laner. My teammates are not helping me with that. I need experience.
I just got level 2 ganked by a Kayn.
Dude, don't even. I had so many level 1 cheeses in my game. This game, it was probably the most obnoxious thing I've ever played with. I've actually never played with a more obnoxious. Yeah, we lost. Oh God. God. says you're offline.
That's weird. I'm definitely not offline.
Holy fuck, this guy's on a tilt streak. Yeah, that about sums it up.
It still says I'm offline.
Yeah. Oh, never mind, it's on. God, that game hurt me. The fuck is this?
So you're even.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching a game.
Okay.
You're at the alley.
Did you see the level 2 cheese game?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Was it by the cane or who was it by?
Goes back in.
Oh, nah. I see cane at the top of, the top of,
Too late. Oh no.
hmm.
Oh shit. Fuck, where's it going? I'm so far behind.
You get the kill and assist on, or you get the assist on the, Rakan.
I got a kill. Yeah. I think cows started going in. This sucks. I have half of Jinx's CS.
Oi. Huh.
And there was another game.
need to either commit on Jinx when you guys are bot lane, because you're committing too much on Rakan. Once after he's thrown his rotation, don't even worry about him unless you can blow him up quick, and you guys aren't killing him quick enough so that you can not focus the Jinx. You need to either immediately switch to the Jinx, or you both need to focus on one target, because Jinx is just getting free autos on you, and that will just kill you clearly. Yeah, the Talon's behind you. You should have, the minute Kane showed up, you should have backed off to your turret. You should have remembered. That has to be something you have to remember, that Talon was in your, what's it? In your base.
I'm so bad at laning phase.
If you're gonna buy, if you're gonna buy new pots, you might as well just buy a refillable. It's always a better expense, cost efficiency wise and everything.
If I'm gonna do what?
If you're gonna buy pots, just might as well just buy a refillable.
Jinx is 2 levels ahead of me.
Yeah, she is at all points going to be ahead of you now, unless you guys get a really good team fight. I would recommend trying to rush boots. Yeah, I would just rush boots at this point. Instead of trying to finish your item, you wouldn't be able to mobility since you're dying a lot, or you've died a lot. You should want to get back to lane quicker by buying boots. They'll hop into your Alistar.
I'm dead.
This game's gonna be very hard for you guys to come back.
I can't hear you.
The game's gonna be very hard for you guys to come back. The only way you can actually truly come back is if you shut down Talon. If Talon dies like 2-3 times in a row, then I think you guys should be fine. But I don't see that happening. Your Scion's huge, but
I just want to farm, but I can't even get to my wave.
when you were the team fighting in River, right next to Dragon, you remember that? Jace is useless. Yeah. Talon's your strongest champion in the game right now. Talon and Kane. Well, no, just Talon. Once Kane gets his blue form, he'll be able to just one-shot you.
He went red.
Oh, you went red? No, you're fine then. As long as you can kite him.
I'm pretty good.
Ooh, I don't know what the hell that was, but alright. Yeah, you need boots by now. It, I would rather optimize having boots over a warhammer.
I'll just bottom.
Okay. Mobility is the number one killer for most players. That'd be awesome. They'd be able to move fast enough.
Shit. No. I thought I made a play.
So you've lost your top lane, or you've lost your bot lane. Well, what you should do is group with Sion wherever he goes, because right now he's your strongest player.
I was with Sion.
Yeah, I would stay group with him and just try to get as much kill participations and take turrets down as much. You should try to. What you should be doing is grouping with him, take down turrets. Avoid fighting if at all possible. Try to take as much jungle camps as you can.
Talon. Okay. I'm still too low to start. He was stun locked by Sion and something.
What the hell? Should never waste your ult like that when you engage in team fights.
I thought we could kill him, but I waited
It's not worth. No matter what, I'm just right. Never worth. Never worth when there's an assassin in the game, or in this case there's two, but never worth.
I'm not getting kills in. I'm only one level behind Jinx.
Who got Baron?
Huh?
Who got Baron?
They did. My team overstayed from mid tower. We got it, but they killed us all. We got Baron.
That sounds like it'll happen.
Probably wouldn't have worked out if I stayed with them because I was trying to get to bot tower as well. I was just trying to get more.
Being greedy can have its downfall sometimes, but I mean, if your team sometimes overplays, it's not your fault. If you didn't get it, though, that is the issue.
I didn't even get it. Freaking Vladimir teleported bot. I'm not sure what they're doing. We're yours. Alright.
You lost.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are doing well. What happened?
They fought and I wasn't there.
weren't you there? Are you dead?
No, I was keeping bot wave from pushing in the tower.
Did your team get engaged on, or did you engage on them?
We engaged. I
Fit.
team engaged on them. Sadly,
Wow.
the bot team queued in.
That happens. Sadly.
Okay. I never really play laning phase well. I don't know.
Well, that's something then you can capitalize on. Then that's a key area that you're. If you have a problem with that and you lose a lot of, that's what you should be focusing on. Well, like, huh?
What could I have played better there?
Um, first off, after the first death, I would have, if I had the money, I would have even focused on getting boots and a dagger. I'd get items so I can get back to lane quicker, so I'm not having to consistently. If every time I do die, that's like consistent seconds you're losing that cost you CS, and experience. Another thing was that you lost your sense of map control. Not map control. What's it called? Map awareness. Yeah. You forgot where Talon was. That got you another kill on that one. If you had backed off, you could have just gone straight back to laning phase, and you wouldn't have died. And well, actually, you should have just backed off from that altogether, and you would have survived, been fine. But you died essentially there for no reason, though.
I feel like if he wasn't there, I could have headed him out.
It was 2v1. You didn't have ulti yet. That situation was just screaming bad all around. The best thing to do would have been to back off the minute you saw the second person show up and be like, alright, I'll go with my turret. I was trying to watch something else. What was I watching with these? Bought more red trinkets, especially in laning phase. Just put them in once, especially after if they're roaming, if they've had more consistent ganks on you. You put down red wards. You put down wards around your area to cover it. If top lane was taken, or if your bot lane was taken, you can try to ask the top laner to switch with you, so that you get a safer place to go top lane and farm and push turret. Especially since the Vladimir was extremely weak and your Sion was strong. If you had done that, you possibly could have farmed out a little bit more, maybe got another extra item, wouldn't have died as much, whatever the case may be. That's just macro play that can be played out. But in laning phase, I guess the key things you need to work on are making trades. It's when you fight and when you trade with another ADC or another duo bot lane, you need to either unless you can blow up the support as quickly as possible and he's doing a lot of damage, then go ahead. But you never focus Jinx. You let Jinx get free auto attacks on you, which automatically is going to start losing you to trade. Now, normally that's fine if you can blow up the support and you just take a couple ADCs and it's a 2-on-1, and then usually you can win that. But in that situation, you didn't even kill Rakan. He was still left alive. Alistar had to headbutt just so that you guys could get away. Even then, you had to blow flash. So when making trades down bot lane, especially on engaged supports, you need to be focusing. You need to either disengage if you don't feel comfortable fighting it out, or straight up engage on the ADC. That really depends on the 2v2 matchup. In your case, you guys should have won that lane really hard because Jinx does not win lane. It's very hard to win lane as Jinx. All Alistar would do is would have been to flash in, head pulverize, and proc his E, and then you could have just gotten a bunch of autos off, gotten your stun. Even if Rakan did stun you, that's fine. He stuns you, but you guys have double CC. They only have one, right? As long as you dodge the traps. So on that lane matchup, you should have recognized what you had prior to over, and then once you got level. But if you're gonna get ganked though, like level 3 ganked, the best way to do that is, well, I mean, there's only several ways to look out for that. A, it's have a red ward, but you're not gonna have a red ward that early in the game. If you're gonna push up, you're gonna have to put a ward inside the tri bush or the river, depending on which side you're playing on. Either way, that's the only way you can prevent that kind of stuff. Even if you saw it, then you could have gotten out either by blowing a sum or doing whatever. But dying will definitely put you behind, as you know.
You're not supposed to go down that early.
Yeah, which is normally true, exactly. But if you have the lane pushed up, past the halfway point, you need to put a ward. Like if you're pushing into the turret, you have to put a ward down because you never know if a lane gank can happen like that, or not a lane gank, but a gank can happen like that. Because if it's even and no one's pushing, and it's just going back and forth. Yeah, I would say never to ward. That'd be a waste. You can save that for the side bush. But in this case, I didn't see it, but I'm assuming you were pushed up past the halfway point, and yeah, huh. Well, yeah, then you could have done that. And Kane's also one of the trickier ones to get from. But I mean, there's only I didn't see the play. If I saw the play, I'm sure there could have been a way to get it. But with the thing with Kane is he's an extremely weak early game. He's an extremely weak champion early game in a straight up like 2v2 situation or even a 3v3. Granted, your jungler wasn't there, but I think the only way you could have gotten out of that was you had to flash away from Rakan and not get knocked up or locked down, and you probably could have lived.
I died with a no flash straight, and I still got hit with the
Ah, yeah, that's another. Yeah, that's just mechanical errors that can be fixed on your end by either just playing more, etc., or watching more plays. Yeah, so with that, I would say you either work on landing phase by playing more games or just watching players and how they play certain landing phases out. Like I said yesterday to do. That's a key thing to do, is to watch to see.
games. I play too much. I think I should just focus on games that I play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that works as well. I mean, playing as many games as possible, it helps. I mean, doing both does help, and if you're not focusing, if you're not learning from your games, then there's no point. You can play infinite amount of games, you'll never learn.
Last season I played 1,070 games.
Yeah, I played that total with across 4 accounts.
I played plenty. It's just
You need to start watching. Preseason's different too, though, because in preseason you're changing up everything, especially with new runes and everything. Gameplay's a little different, basically, and how much damage you can actually get out is a lot more than before, which is playing into effect somewhat. But the key thing is that I would rewatch some of your games, know what you did wrong, and just focus on those things. Like, you know you have an issue with laning phase. You know you can't. You know you have problems with trying to get out of it even or even ahead. Well, the first thing to do in anything, in any game, like the biggest thing in bot lane is actually just get even. Like, you can't get out of laning phase if you don't get even. So I think you should first work on just getting even, having fair trades, either not making any trades at all and just CSing perfectly, or trading like a monster and trying to go for kills in the 2v2. But if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to be confident, you have to be aggressive, and you have to dodge certain skill shots. That's what it comes down to. It's a certain point. You have to dodge skill shots in order to win lane. You can't just play in the 1v1.
I'm playing against Vayne and Soraka right now,
You should be able to win that matchup.
and my support's a Blitzcrank.
Yeah, that should be a very easy win matchup. As long as you can pull the Soraka. You pull the Soraka before. Well, just pull the Soraka. You guys should be able to kill her.
Yeah, just kill Soraka first.
Yeah. And if not, you can focus down the Blitzcrank pretty easily. I mean, Blitzcrank. Focus down the Vayne pretty easy. The Vayne's also very weak life, but you just don't want to have a continued battle.
Blitzcrank also has Ignite, so Soraka's heal's not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a matchup where you have to play aggressive, though. You can't let her farm because she'll. She out. Well, she outscales you in every way.
I don't know, because like
She does. I tell you right now. Vayne is a champion, outscales almost any ADC, probably outside of Twitch and oh god, Jinx. Jinx is really good hyper carry late game. Ashe is pretty good hyper carry late game, but like I said, the key thing why you don't see people or people like play Vayne and they feed or the meme Vayne spotting meme and everyone's like you play Vayne you're basically just gonna lose. It's because she can't win lane. If she gets out of lane even fair or even ahead, you did something wrong. The other team did something really wrong. So
I thought she was weak to AoE.
hmm?
But she's weak to AoE.
um I mean, depends on the team fight. I wouldn't say she's weak to AoE. I would say almost every ADC is weak to AoE to a certain extent then. Another big thing, if you're not going to treat aggressively with Vayne, like if you're not going to try to go for the kill, you need to like pressure off the CS. Like you need to be up front, you need to be like last hitting, making sure that she cannot last hit.
Fuck! I just died to minions when I hit the minion fight Soraka's silence.
That'll happen.
That sucked.
That's a tilter.
After rooting both Vayne and Soraka, I got stuck in minions and died.
That sometimes actually happens unlucky. That's actually, I hate when that shit happens. As long as you're ahead in CS, I mean, as long as you can keep putting pressure. Do you have pressure in the lane still?
Yeah.
Then you're fine.
Slow pushing close right now. It's a pretty big wave.
That's fine, as long as you can make or miss some CS or even pressure in the turret. Blitzcrank you need to tell Blitzcrank to shove up and try to hook underneath turret.
He's just staring at them on their turret. He's not even. Like, do anything? No?
Tell him to pull.
This Blitzcrank is making me very upset.
Welcome support world.